Sweet. We're back. We're back in business, baby. Oh, back in Minecraft. ATM10. We just beat Resident Evil 2. That was pretty amazing. We have amazing amounts of osmium, wood. Let's see, we got some dirt essence, stone essence, coal, dye, iron, and inferium. This is great. We got a ton of iron. Inferium's actually almost full, so that's something we got to worry about. And it's nighttime. Hold on. Let's sleep. We got started on the city, so that's pretty amazing. I hope everyone's day is going as good as mine is. What an amazing day to be alive. Beautiful Tuesday. Halloween coming up. For those of you guys who celebrate it. I realize that's not everyone's cup of tea. But I, for one, love Halloween. Ah, damn it. Give me all your XP. There we go. We got started. Look at this beautiful building that we got started here. Hopefully that music in the background's not too loud. But I don't know, it seems a little quiet otherwise. Where did this grass block come from? This dang Enderman, man. I don't know if like the rate was really high in this version of Minecraft or if it's part of the mods, but Endermen are moving blocks like crazy. Look, there's one there now. Can we get them mad? I don't know if they can get mad through glass. Yeah, so we got our first building started, which is pretty amazing. He's coming in hot. Ah! Oh, he hurts. He hurts. Get him. No, come on. No. Whew. That was close. That was very close. Yeah, so this is how the building's going to look, I think. It's a little monocolor, monotone, whatever the proper way to say that is, but we're going to add some decorations. So there will be a road that comes this way and some other buildings. And then I want to put like some shrubs out front and foliage and do some decorating. Break up the gray a little bit. So on the first floor only, we're going to have the altars. The other altar looks very similar to this, takes up the same footprint. Will be right here. But we want to unlock that for a bit. And then upstairs, we're going to have more of these. So these are just barrels. Use the chisel mod to make them look a little better. But we got to add the hopper botany pots on top of them, which is one of the reasons why we are farming iron so hard. But I found that there's a concrete hopper botany pot. And that one is pretty great because it's white, and I think it's really going to fit the aesthetic that we're going for. So it's a little more extra effort, but I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. And then as we need more capacity for these, we can build up, and it'll just be more rows. Excuse me. More rows of these on both sides. We're going to make a staircase back here that goes up and does all that. Then, of course, we're going to have to hook in to our automated inventory system, pull everything out of these, and then craft it into usable resources. So, for instance, we're going to get iron essence, not iron, and we're going to have to transform that into iron. But we don't want to do that manually ourselves. So we got some work to do. It's probably about time to start working on the automated inventory system, because inventory is getting out of control. But we also have a bunch of quests to turn in. We did the fire seeds, we did the water seeds, we did the osmium seeds, we did the coal, and we did the iron. Whew. Yeah, and we need all the dye for the white concrete, and then we need the stone and dirt. Let's see here. I always forget how to make. So we need sand and gravel. Sand is fire and dirt. And gravel is dirt and stone. So we don't have any fire going yet. So we need that. Okay. Perfect. Osmium, oak, dirt, stone, coal we got going too. That's going to be nice. Dye we need for the white dye for the concrete powder. So we're going to have to put in one more of these for the fire essence. I should have done that before we logged out last time, but I didn't. Whoops. Whoopsie. So we need a barrel. Where could we find a barrel? Oh, well, here's a white one we can just borrow. And then we need some wood. We got plenty of that. And then we need iron. We should have a ton of that done. Okay, this should be perfect. So I think, if I remember correctly, we can shortcut this like this, right? There we go. Beautiful. You know, the funny part that I'm just remembering is that I'm pretty sure we did this earlier, where we made a bunch of hoppers, and they're probably sitting in a chest somewhere. Or in our backpack. Yep, they're in our backpack. Wish I would have remembered that like 5 seconds ago. Okay, and then for this type we needed, what was it? Bricks and terracotta. I think we're fresh out of terracotta. Terracotta. Yeah, we're fresh out. Unless there's some in one of the... Did I just throw that? What the... You can throw bricks? What the... Did not know that. Got some green dye, some charcoal. Okay. While we're thinking about it, let's get more charcoal going. It's going to take a little bit for us to get ahead on coal from the plant. Yeah, I don't think we actually have any... What's this? Raw tungsten. Does this not get smelted? Doesn't actually, okay. Whew. All right. So we have to go venture out and get some clay. So we can go ahead and smelt it down to terracotta. The good news is that shouldn't be hard to find. And with vein miner, it should be a really quick process to actually go ahead and mine it up. So let's keep our eyes peeled. We're looking for clay. There's salt patches too that look very similar to clay, which can be a little bit frustrating when you're looking for clay. Hey look, there's some right there. We got 2 patches right here. Nice. And then this is one too, yep. And our, what's this called, a paxel? Yeah, our paxel's about to break. We have another one in our inventory though, so I'm not too worried about it. Might as well get more than just a handful while we're out here. We'll be able to grow it pretty soon, but in the meantime, we might need a little bit of it. Oh. Where'd it go? Okay, I think we got it. Oh, I'm under the boat. I didn't know you could get stuck under the boat. Hey, get out of my boat, you jerk. You serious? Get out of there. Wow, rude. How rude was that? That's probably plenty for now. Realistically, we should only need, a small handful of it at the moment. It's not something I'm worried about. We will be growing most of our resources through the mystical agriculture mod. At least to get started, and then we'll switch to more, I forget the name of it, but it's part of the mechanism mod that lets you auto mine. And then there's one after that that lets you basically pull them out of nothing in exchange for power. So we'll eventually migrate to that one. But these are pretty great for now, especially earlier game. So let's go ahead and get these going. We'll make a good amount of them. And we'll throw it in the gold furnace because it's faster. I don't want to use it all though because, we're going to need it for something down the line. Go in there. Good, good. And now we wait. We're going to need a flower pot too. As a matter of fact, why don't we make like 3 of these? We'll make 4 actually. Because we're probably going to need a random small amount of these. Like, it might be a good idea to get another iron going. Maybe double up on some of these other ones that we're going to use really heavily right now. But actually, what might be even better is let's just let's keep this super restricted in here. And then once we actually craft the ones that we need for the other building, we'll go ahead and do that. Booming Gritsigible Goo. Slaughtered that. If you'd like to support the channel, the best way to do that is to drop a follow. Thank you very much for your support. Okay, we got it. Lots of stuff going on in here. We got lots of bone meal from all those extra seeds. We're set on food for basically ever. Let's see, can we craft this now? So off the top of my head, which is a scary thing to say, we go like this. Yes. So we can make at least 2, which is fine for now. I know that it doesn't matter which way the barrel faces, but it matters to me, okay? Alright, let's see. I would love to get the fire one going now, since we need that for this to work. Let's see, that's a tier elemental, so we should be able to run that on the super basic Infernium farmland. That should work. And then we'll take, let's see, we'll take some dye out. And then we'll take some stone and some dirt out. And then we just need a little bit of fire and we should be able to get going. Because this is... Oh, and we have to smelt all of these? Oh, we can actually mix it with water essence. Or you just use a water bucket. I guess that works too. Water essence just sounds cooler though. Screw it. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. I'm a little worried we're going to start like dropping water in our base though if we don't be careful. Okay, that doesn't go all the way up yet. There we go. Okay, let's get another barrel to throw down. I just don't want to go overboard here in the temp base because it's going to get really messy fast, right? Especially when we already have the other building built to a usable spot. I just don't want to build it with these ones that don't match, right? And I'm pretty sure we did water already. We did. And we even have the Infernium farmland. Purium. There, everything we ever need. So concrete, whoops. The white concrete is literally just sand and gravel. Which, I mean, we can also manually harvest some of that. You know, it's not like we have to do it all this way. But we need 2 fire for sand. Let's see. Got another one, good. So let's try this out. So gravel. We can make a lot of gravel. And then sand, we can only do the 1 right now. That's fine. And then the white dye is... Oh, that's really easy. Gonna need a lot of that. We also have all that bone meal that we could convert if we really want to. I don't want to right now, though. Then we just need a bigger crafting grid. And we can make this. Very cool. That little bit of effort made 40, so I think we're going to be okay. And then we just need to get it wet, basically. So we can grab one of these. And what was it? You go like this and put that in the middle. Boom. Awesome. Now we can... Oh, God. That easy. Let's actually get some more brick smelting up, too, because we're going to need more, especially since I just threw a bunch at the wall by accident. Since I didn't know you could do that. Yeah. That was a thing that happened. Also, while I was waiting for Minecraft to load, I went ahead in my Streamlabs settings for the auto moderator, and I disabled it, checking for long sentences, long posts. So that shouldn't be a problem now. If it becomes a problem in the future with people, I'll have to re-enable it. But for now, I think it's probably fine. So hopefully you won't put all that effort into typing me messages and, you know, it not go through because of that. I just heard an Enderman. So let's see. Let's go ahead and hotkey that so I don't have to keep remembering it. Not that it's hard to remember, but there. We already got 2. So we're going to need 3 of 4 of them, right? Because we need water, fire, stone, dirt, and dye. So we actually need 5. Once we have 5, we'll go ahead and move these over to the other building. We'll keep the ones we have here. But for now, we'll move them to the other building. I really wish I knew a way to duplicate these seeds, though, because they kind of really suck to make. But I don't see a way. There's a 0% chance for it to duplicate. Like, how do you make this? That's the only way. Oh, so that does limit our ambitions just a little bit. I mean, we have an extra fire and an extra water, an extra dirt, and the ones that we, you know, what else do we need? Dye and what was it? Dye and something else. I forgot already. Dye and stone. Those are easy enough to make. So it would be really easy to duplicate them. How far are we away from making a lily pad of fertility? Oh, it's a 1-to-1 though. Pretty sure last time I played, you could make these for cheaper. So you need 4 fertile essences per lily pad. Oof. The rib bones are Yeah. That's crazy. Loot fabricator, skeleton predictions. You can get rib bones. Skeleton predictions can be used for all sorts of stuff. So that's something we might have to look into. Last time I played, the lily pads of fertilities were really expensive too. But you got like, I don't remember if it was like 8 of them per or something like that. But now that it's a single one, it's kind of insane, honestly. Yeah, this is going to be a little harder than I thought. Because of the fact that the seeds are so hard to make. We might have to rethink that strategy just a little bit. I mean, it's not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. But it's just, you know. So what are we low on? We have a bunch of gravel. We need more sand. There we go. Are we out of... What are we out of? Oh, we gotta open a bigger crafting box. There we go. Nice. Now we can make those. There we go. And by now we should have a bunch of bricks. So we can go ahead and make those flower pots. Just make a bunch of them. Okay. There we go. Now we have plenty. So let's go ahead and maybe put some of this stuff away. I guess for now I'm just going to keep the extra seed in there. But we'll just have to remember that it didn't actually come from there, because I could see myself forgetting I put it there and then getting all excited about how I ended up getting a duplicate. And then thinking it's possible. That's something I could totally see myself doing. So, gonna have to be careful about that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna actually put the dye. Where are we? I'm gonna put the dye in with the dye one. And we have more stone as well. Oh, I cannot wait. I know I keep saying it, but I cannot wait till we get an inventory system. There, we got 16 just like that. That's more than a full roll, which is really good. So, what's our next move here? If we look at the quest book, and one of the reasons why we need so many hopper pots, of the botany pots, is that we need a lot of this stuff here. Which one was it? This one. We need a lot of this, the Infernium. I mean, we need like hundreds and thousands, if not millions of these. So, yeah. Let's get started on that, huh? We have some Infernium seeds, that's great. Now to make these is really easy. So let's craft a bunch of those. And then we'll go ahead and make some of the farmland. Prosperity seed base. I don't think you can... Yeah, you can't use this to grow prosperity. Prosperity you can only get from mining, which is a little unfortunate. But like I said, we have other ways for that. But we got to build this stuff and get the tools and the armor, which is why we need so much of this. And that's some of the best in the game. It's well worth getting, and we have to clean the quest out for it, so. Lily pads of fertility might be a better way, but we're not anywhere near being able to do that. Yeah, you look at this stuff, so each tier of these takes 4 of the one below it. And then each ingot is, I forget if it's 4 or 8. So by the time you get up to purple, I mean, yeah, you need ridiculous amounts. Where's my hoe? There it is. Oh. Could you give me that back, please? Thank you. We should have some dirt around here. Some normal dirt we do. Let's do like 16 of these. I don't know, just for now. I'm just spitballing here. And then I want to know, there used to be a barrel mod that lets you store stacks and stacks of a single item in it. I don't know if that's still a thing or not. You store up to 1 stack, 32 stacks. Okay, so I think this is it. Modern industrialization. Sophisticated storage, too, is also one. So let's actually look into that. Sophisticated storage. Because they have a, I think, what is it, drawers or something? Let's look for that. Drawer. Yeah, oak drawer. Okay, here we go. So functional storage, that is. Let's look at the quest book and see if it gives us a little more information. So tech, no. Modern industrialization, power, magic, exploration, logistics, maybe? Nope. Resources, no. Basic storage. Let's see. So you give us this mod, which is great, but not what I'm looking for right now. So those are, let's see. Storage controller allows you to work with multiple storages as if they were one big storage multi-block. So this might be something we set up temporarily while we work on getting like the ME system going or whatever. But I really want to find the stack storage. Oh, here we go. Drawers. So it says drawers can be 1 by 1, 2 by 1, or 2 by 2. Drawers can hold a ton of stacks of 1, 2, and 4 items depending on the type of drawer. So easy enough. Let's go ahead and do that. We need chest and planks. That's what I was thinking of. So here's some planks, and I think we have some chests in here. Yep. So let's go ahead and see about this. There we go. So we can go ahead and take this, and we'll put it like here for now. And then when we put this in here, basically it can only store 1 item, but it can store tons of that 1 item. Let's see. Uncompromising Tough 7. If you would like to support the channel, the best way to do that is to drop a follow. Thank you for your support. Ah, here we go. See? Look at that. Oh, I messed up. Hey, get in there. Why isn't it working? Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, we got a 1,500 of them in there now. In that one thing. So that's really convenient. And I wonder, I don't remember if these keep their items when they're broken or if they just spew everywhere. So we're gonna do some experimenting here. Oh, it keeps it. That is so convenient. Oh my god. Yes. So where else do we need that right now? Iron's doing pretty good. And I think osmium was the other one. I mean, it's not super full, but yeah, this is great. Let's get that out. Beautiful. Yeah, so this is nice. And I think actually we have, is it called a compacting drawer or something like that? That's super useful. Let's see. Compact. Framed compacting drawer. Simple compacting drawer. What's the difference? Simple compacting drawer. So this is pretty easy. We could do this. And basically what this allows us to do is, can we upgrade a drawer with stuff in it? I don't know. We're going to find out, though. We have to experiment. Figure out all the things. So we just need some cobblestone, which I can't believe is hard for me to find right now. And some redstone, which we should have. Yes, we do. A little bit of iron. Good, good. And then we're probably going to lose a bunch of stuff. So that's great. Wait, what is this? Oh, we need, like, normal stone, hey? Smooth stone? We have some of that, too. There it is.